state. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Malakoff is playing for the state championship on Thursday, I believe at 7 o'clock. And we've got a exhibit down here at the end of the court for anyone to look at if they had never seen a Malakoff hat.
It comes in. The school district comes into precinct 2. Yes, it does.
Y'all can share it. It's all right. But anyway, we want to wish them luck and hope they come away with a victory and do real good. Commissioners Court to order. Renee, do we have any public comments? Item 1 on our agenda, consider and take action on minutes from previously held meeting of Commissioners Court on December 11th, 2018. Are there any questions about the minutes, additions, or deletions?
The Commissioners Court regular session of December the 11th as presented.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion by Commissioner Giesland, second by Commissioner McCann to approve the minutes of the meeting on December 11th, 2018. Appoint 3 members to serve on the Henderson County Emergency Service District Number 11, located in Precinct 1 and 4. Which commissioner wants to visit about this? Commissioner Giesland or Commissioner?
It doesn't
Commissioner
matter.
Thomas, go ahead.
Precinct 4, the building actually sits in Precinct 4, but we do have 3 members that I'd like to reappoint today to put back on the ESD 11 board. They have done an amazing job, by the way, and I really appreciate what they've done. I think Commissioner Giesland, who they support. And but anyway, I'd like to, if there's not any questions, I'd like to reappoint in my Precinct 1 and Precinct 4, Mr. Trey Norman, Mr. Chris Riley, and Mr. Mark Kitchens to serve 2-year term. If there's not any questions, I'd like to make a motion to reappoint those 3 members I mentioned, Trey Norman, Mr. Chris Riley, and Mr. Mark Kitchens to serve another 2-year term ending in December of 2020.
Second is motion.
We have a motion by Commissioner Thomas, second by Commissioner Trey Norman, Chris Riley, and Mark Kitchens for another 2-year term ending December 31st, 2020. All those in favor? Item 3, consider and take action to accept Henderson County Emergency Service District Number 11, located in Precinct 1 and 4.
Again, it's a follow-up to the motion that Commissioner Thomas just made of reappointing the board members. This is the board's, this is only, everything seems to be in order for the Southside Volunteer Fire Department, ESD number 11. Are there any questions? Hearing none, I move that we accept the financial statement.
We have a motion by Commissioner Giesland, second by Commissioner Thomas, to accept the financial statement and budget for the fiscal year 2018 from the Henderson County Service District Number 11, located in Precinct 1 and 4 for filing purposes only. All those in favor? A new member to the Henderson County Emergency Service District Number 10 Board of Commissioners, located in Precinct 2. Commissioner?
Yes, sir, Judge. Court, we have 2 members. One, Mr. Thomas Frazier, is the current president and original member of the ESD board, and Robert this year. They are both wishing to be reappointed, and we had a vacancy for I believe it was Mr. Ray Armstrong. no, excuse me, it was Mr. Cates, Jerry Cates, that we were wanting to get filled, and it took us a while here for Mr. Kirby Hardy. And incidentally, I had communication with Mr. Frazier this morning. A member that is currently sitting, Mr. Boyd, has tendered his resignation, so there'll be,
Okay, very good.
be happy to answer any questions on the 2 reappointments and the 1 appointment.
Any questions for Commissioner?
No questions, Judge.
Judge, with that, I move that we reappoint Thomas Frazier and Robert Russ to 2-year terms on the ESD, 2-year term.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Commissioner McKinney, second by Commissioner Thomas, to reappoint Thomas Frazier and Robert Russ to the ESD District Number 10, and also appoint Kirby Hardy for December 31st, 2020.
Yes, sir.
All those in favor? Item 5, consider 421 feet of Old Highway 85 located in Precinct 2. Commissioner?
Judge Court, what they call Old Highway 85 is the old portion, what is now referred to as 334, that crosses the lake into Gun Barrel. Old 80 maintained maintenance up to the water's edge ever since the inception of the lake. And in reality, Tarrant County Regional, up to the 323 line, owns several hundred feet up away from the water. And the area has become a gathering place in the evening for folks. And the communities you'll see that have asked recently concerning that. And they're petitioning, wishing to have 421 feet of the road closed. Tarrant County Regional has no issue as the other property owner affected. We'd just like to set a public hearing and continue this forward.
Any questions for Commissioner?
On the request, is that pretty much all the people that live on this road, or?
Yes, sir. All of them but one.
Okay, the one that doesn't have a name but just says won't sign.
Yes, sir. And all that. If they have a strong dislike for it, they'll be before Commissioner's Court.
No further questions.
Were there any other questions, Commissioner?
I have none.
Then make a motion.
One, two,
The 8th would be
the
3
eighth
weeks.
will work it. Okay. Well, I make the motion we set a public hearing for the closure of Old 85 for January the 8th. Okay, 9/25.
Okay.
I second.
We have a motion by Commissioner McKinney, second by Commissioner Thomas, to set a public hearing to close the western end portion of approximately 421 feet of January the 8th at 9:25. Any other questions? All those in favor?
Thank you, Court.
Item 6, receive financial reports. Hey, Mike, how you doing today?
We skipped over number 6, Judge.
Oh, that's number 6.
Precinct 4 building.
Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute, mine didn't say that on my,
Number 6.
okay.
What financial statements did you get?
Got one for JP2. Is that all, just JP2? Just JP2, and this will be available in the clerk's office after court. We have, on item 6, is consider and discuss the request for proposals from vendors making a proposal to the Commissioner's Court concerning the JP4 building construction. And we have been working on this for quite a while. Several weeks ago, and 3 companies came to the pre-construction meeting and picked up their information to present a proposal to the court. We did present proposals for the construction. One was Watson Construction, and you know what the other one was, Commissioner?
Yes, it's HGR,
Yeah, HGR.
General Contractors.
Watson Construction Company was $335,000, and HGR, I believe, was $393,700.
That is.
Is that correct? Or
Sounds
394?
correct.
Yeah, okay. To look at the proposal from Watson Construction Company and see what they have to propose. And during these proposals that are presented, you can negotiate with would you like to come up and add anything to this?
Just that at this point, you know, we did get, like Brad said, the letters of interest from 30. We only actually received 2 proposals. And with the information that we received in these 2 proposals, Watson is seeing if we could actually negotiate some type of contract with them. It's just to kind of give you guys a heads up of where we are with the project and let you know where we're standing.
And once we're able to negotiate, hopefully, the bid for approval by the court, or we'll start the process over again if we're not satisfied with what we received. Any questions?
The one question that I do have, if the first proposer,
Yes.
we're required to go to the second proposer, and then once, if we cannot have anything there, then we can go back out?
Yes,
Okay, so we have to go through both.
both of them, yes. And
Thank you.
if we can't negotiate a successful.
No further questions.
Okay. Any other questions?
Well, there's a comment. I think, you know, we're looking at these documents, so the public doesn't have the opportunity to see all this information as we're, with what you said, Judge, that Watson is the lower proposal. But at the same time, Watson really looked like they engaged in wanting to get this particular contract. They blew ink pen and wrote the amount and then put their bond information and said they would have it completed in 150 days, and that's all that's in the proposal.
Yeah.
So at least Watson talked about the type of offices and 2 bathrooms and a break room. So at least they look like they put forth a little bit of effort. The other one looks like, you know, oh, we can do that for $393,000. I was not too. It also, is it true to, accurate to state that Watson is the only one that came back with questions?
I would have to double check to make sure, but I do know that they did, you know.
Well, I know,
ask
they,
for
they,
several
they,
clarifications.
the questions, the clarification question.
Much questions. That's true.
No further comments, Judge.
Well, this is not an action item, so what we'll do is we'll just, dates as they come available. Okay? Item 8, consider and take action on payroll distributions and accounts cash sheet.
Judge, I took out the,
Any questions for Mike about bi-weekly number 25?
No question.
To approve the payroll for bi-weekly 25.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
A motion by Commissioner McCam, second by Commissioner Thomas to approve.
Thanks, Court.
Item 9, consider and take action on submitted contracts. No contracts today. Item 11, consider and take action on submitted budget amendments. No budget amendments today. Item 12, consider and take action on payment of bills. I know we have a few of those, Rebecca.
Is for fiscal year 18 in the amount of $210,533.88.
Commissioner Thomas, you have any questions about these bills, sir?
Judge, I have no questions.
Commissioner Giesland?
I notice we're 166% over budget in postage. Is there something driving our postage?
I'll have to do the fourth quarter allocation to allocate it to the departments to get a
Better idea of
Idea.
which to. I don't think there's any other ones, Judge.
Okay. No further questions. Court will entertain a motion to pay the bills for December 18th in the amount of $210,533.88.
Second is motion.
We have a motion by Commissioner McCam, second by Commissioner Giesland to pay the bills this week. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries 4-1.
$1,240.07.
Commissioner Thomas, you have any questions about these bills, sir?
No, she answered my question. I got the cheapest bond. I guess I'm the best deal going.
McKinney?
No, sir, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get you. Commissioner McCam,
No, I don't.
Commissioner Giesland.
Notice that the county judge's bond was higher. Is there a reason for that?
Theirs is only a 2-year bond. It's half of the county judge's 4-year
Oh,
bond.
all right. Because I was thinking county judge is higher than the commissioners, because court of laws could do probates as well.
Yeah.
So I thought they should be the same. So they are the same.
They are the same.
Okay. And I noticed that there's 2 bonds for the district clerk.
One is for the state and,
2 bonds.
yes, sir.
All right. I thought maybe Betty had cloned herself over there. And
The state's got a little money in the district clerk's office too.
for us commissioners.
I was thinking.
Yeah. No further questions on the 2019
Bills.
bill.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rebecca. No other questions? Court will entertain a motion to pay the 2000. McKinney, second by Commissioner Giesland to pay the bills for 2019. All those in favor? On submitted plats. No plats today. Item 14, open and consider bids.
Yes, we received the response form, submitted bids on the first request for the same 3 that submitted bids on our previous request.
Questions for Jennifer?
The vendor we used to have. Does the sheriff have a comment?
Housing them and taking them to a local tire shop that used to have paint and have them chip them off. So we can buy them at a cheaper rate, real estate rate. Warehouse.
So this isn't gonna hurt you then? Well, then it would be silly to go out for to spend the postage to advertise again for another rebid. I have no other questions.
Okay.
Seems prudent to continue what we normally do in these situations, award all vendors due to availability and move.
Offer some tires that we use and some other ones don't offer them.
I'm good with that too.
Move to award all vendors.
And I'll second.
Vendors. Any other questions? All those in favor? We got all the paperwork signed up, Commissioner.
I haven't signed anything.
There you go.
Glad you asked. I was asleep down here. Still thinking about tire.
After we adjourn, I'd like to make a, court would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second the motion.
I have some discussion. Can we have some discussion during this adjournment?
After the adjournment, we can, if everybody would give us their undivided second by Commissioner McCam to adjourn. All those in favor? We're adjourned. Okay, Commissioner, you can say yours first.
Richard, everyone here feels the same way. And I'm glad to say that you'll be the last county judge I work with.
That's true. That's true.
But thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, your friendship and the way that you handled different situations, spot on. Thank you for what you've done for us.
Well, I sure appreciate
In court.
We're gonna miss you, Judge. I do wanna say, in the 4 years and 1 month that I've, well, not 1 month, quite the whole month, but it's been a delight to work with you. It's been very professional, and you're a very, just a good person, Judge, and
Yeah.
but thanks, and good luck to you.
Well, thank you very much, Commissioner. I'm enjoying this. Anybody else want to say that?
Next.
We're gonna roast him later.
Yeah.
I know the incoming judge will fill your shoes as best he can. But I wish I had a couple more years with you.
Well, thank you, Commissioner. I appreciate that. You got to say something. We came in together.
That is true. We were sworn in together, and I think back over the last 18 years serving with you, of all the things we've gone through. And I've always thought back that our first holiday season on the court never saw the a group from Wisconsin as.
It did.
Of course, we didn't anticipate the financial difficulties of the nation, of how that would trickle down and make the budget process so years. And of course, then we had this building that the paper was pointing out that with all the fanfare and the lights were still off, as if we weren't doing anything to move into this building. There would be a brewery there, and it still says Henderson County Tax Office. Who would have thought that?
That's true.
I could go on. He explains how great it's been to work with you through thick and thin. It's not that we didn't bang heads from time to time, but you know, that's what working together is all. Precinct 4 is going to miss you. Henderson County is going to miss you. I thank Josh because, you know, he is recording our commissioners' courts now and streaming and the family, and watch us and then call us afterwards and say, "You did what?"
That's right.
I expect those calls.
But he'll get them.
So again, thank you, Judge Sanders. Thank you, Richard, for the excellent job you've done for the county.
Commissioner, appreciate that. And
I think we should all give Richard a big round of
No man hugs on this end.
I just wanted to say that all the employees of Henderson County, I've worked with 2 sheriffs and had great relationships with both of them. I know when I first started, Commissioner Hall and Commissioner Lawrence were in office at that time, and McKinney and Commissioner McCam, and of course Commissioner Giesland. I think this last 2 years have been my favorite 2 years on the court. These gentlemen up here have been a pleasure to work with, and I believe that their concern and the many employees that we have working throughout the county. We have a great county here. We're a whole lot better off than a lot of counties are of our size and larger and smaller. And it's due to the hard work of the commissioners' courts, all the department heads and elected officials and the workers that we've had in our county that have made it what it is. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone, and I hate to leave, but it's time for me to move on, and I just hope I get to see y'all from time to time. Thank you very much.
With all those great words, Judge, does that mean we're going to have court after the...
Well, we'll take that under advisement.
Okay. You know, we might need a burn ban right before New Year's.
That's right. That's right.